Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the faculty and staff at the LSU School of Veterinary Medicine, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the Class of 2024 White Coat Ceremony. I just want to take a moment for the class. This has been a long 2.5 years. We started in the middle of the pandemic, where you all were learning on Zoom, and you knew about half of your class, if that. And to come so far in these last 2.5 years is a tremendous accomplishment that you should all be very, very proud of. So at this point in time, I'd like to turn it over to the Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine, Dean Oliver Garden.
Thank you very much, Dr. Boudreau. This is such a wonderful occasion. Yep, it's Mardi Gras, so I'm going to put on some of my bling here. That was simple. Let me just put this on. I'm getting in the mood. Also yesterday, as I was looking at this day in history, among the many luminaries who had significant events occurring on this day in the years gone by was one that particularly caught my eye, because I've been infatuated by her for decades, and that's Rihanna, who has a birthday today. Hold that thought, because she does have some wisdom that's going to surface at the end of this small missive to you all. Now, we're not here to celebrate Fat Tuesday or Barbadian pop stars. We are here to do something much, much more important than that, which is to laud a very special milestone in the educational trajectories of all of you in the class of 2024. And I'm going to ask you to do this again, but I'll ask you right now, let's give it up for the class of 2024. Yeah, we can't do that enough. This is a real rite of passage. As you take a big step forward, a big leap of faith into the next phase, the final phase of your educational journey at LSU Vet Med, in which you will become a clinician, or at least a baby clinician, until you reach that final point in almost 1.5 years' time, a little less, at which point you really will be a clinician and you'll be thrust out into the world with all the skills that you've learned in this fine veterinary school at LSU here. So it's a warm welcome to you all, but it's also a warm welcome to your friends, your loved ones, your mentors, your teachers, your advocates, your personal squad, your cheerleaders. Now, as the African proverb says, it really does take a village. So for that village, let's give another very loud round of applause. Thank you. So class of 2024, you are the 13% of the applicants who were admitted and reached it to this point in your year. Doesn't that make you feel special? You're one of 10. That means something. And you're here not by accident. You're here because you are astute, you're determined, you're resilient. You have what it takes. And remember that as you go forward into the final phase of this wonderful journey that is called veterinary school. Now, we appreciated your value to the world even before you got here, which is why you're here. You were admitted, and you made it this far. But my goodness me, every one of you needs to recognize the value and importance you play in our profession. The Bureau of Labor Statistics estimates that in the next 8 years, there'll be a 20% growth in the labor needs of the veterinary profession. Right now, there are 5,000 too few vets in the US, and by 2030, unless we all step up to the plate as veterinary schools and colleges, that number is going to go up to 15,000 and above. So you should feel special, because you are special. You are very important to the needs of the veterinary profession, whether it is to deal or help in times of distress pets, whether they be small companion animals, large companion animals, horses and so on, whether it's to ensure food security with our food animal practices, whether it's to undertake biomedical research, whether it's to be pandemic prepared, whether it is to be a One Health advocate, whatever path you take, some of you may even go into academia, I hope, knock on wood, whatever path you take, you will perform a really key role in this profession, and each one of you deserves to be very proud of that fact. So at this point, things become very real, very fast. But you can do it. Believe in yourself. Believe in your tenacity, your resilience, your ability to overcome hurdles, because you've got this far and you can make it to the end. I would invite you all, maybe you want to consult with your loved ones, your mentors, write down something about today. Write it down on a piece of paper. What does today mean to you? And then look at that word or phrase or sentence in a month's time, in a year's time, in 5 years, in 10 years. You'll be amazed at how much you transform and grow as a person and as a professional, and that never stops. So if you think in the next 12, 18 months you've got a question that you think, oh, that's a stupid question, no question is a stupid question. You all deserve to ask the question, and you all deserve to be respected and to be cherished as colleagues, yes, as colleagues, as you take the next stride in your professional journeys. Do not have limiting beliefs. We all have them. We all suffer at various points, me on a daily basis, from imposter syndrome. There's nothing phony about you being here. You deserve to be here, and we're really thrilled and honored that you are here. You deserve it. So remember that. And be open-minded to the opportunities that will face you and the meteoric progression that you will make, the strides that you will take over the next 12 months, 24 months, 5, 10, 15, hopefully more years. You never stop learning, and what we hope we're preparing you for is a trajectory of lifelong learning in which you will always seek the next diagnostic test, the next therapeutic advance, whatever it might be in your chosen field. Whether you are dealing with clients or whether you're behind the scenes, whether you're doing research, whatever important role you play in society. And by the way, you will all become, you're already members of the coolest profession on earth. Really, we're among the most trusted professionals. We may not be among the most highly paid, but we're among the most trusted professionals. You perform key roles in your community. People will look up to you. So remember that responsibility too. It's not all giggles. Sometimes you'll have to make tough decisions, and people will respect you for what you are and the decisions and proclamations that you make. So, as I said, Rihanna, yep, I've had an infatuation with her for a long time, and it just so happens to be her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Rihanna. But one of her lyrics, and I couldn't really choose too many because many of them are X-rated, but one of the lyrics says, and I'm going to quote because I don't want to get it wrong. She said in one of the lyrics in the song Umbrella, said, I'll always be your friend, took an oath, I'm going to stick it out to the end. Let's just analyze that. We will always be your friend here at LSU Vet Med. You always need to be each other's friends. You have networks that are going to be with you for life. And yeah, stick it out to the end, because you're going to be taking an oath in just a few months' time. Congratulations, class of 2024. It now gives me immense pleasure to introduce the Louisiana VMA President, Dr. Kimberly Little.
I was supposed to go third, not second, but that's all right. Hello, I'm Dr. Kimberly Little, and I am the current president of the Louisiana Veterinary Medical Association. Thank you for allowing me to be here, to be a part of your ceremony. This is exciting. I didn't get to do this when I was in school, so I'm really excited to be here. The facilities are lovely, and the people are even more so you inspire me. Congratulations, class of 24. on entering the next phase of your education. I hope you all enjoy your snazzy white coats. Starting clinics is such a complex time. I know many of you are probably anxious to start using the knowledge and skills that you've developed over the last few years. I'm excited for you, and I celebrate with you. Others may be nervous, and I can tell you that I was definitely in this group. But if I can do it, you most certainly can. You have the grit you need, or you wouldn't be sitting in these seats. Realize it. As you continue to progress over the next year, you will hear plenty of unsolicited advice about being studious, about how to excel, how to map out your career and your life. At this point, you don't really need that from me, so I'm going to encourage you to have fun. Don't take yourselves too seriously. Get outside and take a break in the sunshine. When you're sitting out there and you're thinking to yourself, this is dumb, stay longer. Give grace freely to yourselves and to each other. Develop and maintain an outward perspective. Support each other. Ask for advice when you need it. Don't be afraid to do that. And when you don't think you need it, ask for advice and a prayer. You are the future of our profession. And you look good. I want to take this opportunity to invite you all to join the LVMA. It's free. There won't be too many opportunities where you'll have that free. So do it. Your friends at the Louisiana Veterinary Medical Association are rooting for you proudly. Every time you don one of these coats, I want you to think about how we have your back, part of that umbrella. We are here for you. Go get them, Tigers.
Now I have the distinct honor of introducing Dr. Everett Rogers, the Arkansas VMA president, for his address. Thank you, Dr. Rogers.
Thank you, Dean Gardner. First of all, on behalf of the Arkansas Veterinary Medical Association, I'd like to congratulate you, the class of 2024, and especially those Arkansas Razorback residents. Got a few out there, don't we? I would encourage each of you to become involved and active in the AVMA as well as the State Veterinary Medical Association wherever you land, wherever you join. And the question we might ask ourselves is, why join? What value do these associations have for you individually and collectively? I would suggest that they offer the opportunity to establish and maintain professional networking relationships with your colleagues. And these relationships are needed for the mutual support in dealing with the various personal and professional stresses of our profession. And after 48 years in practice, there are stresses that you will face. And it is important for us to have someone that we can lean on, that we can share with. It will make the burden a lot easier. Finally, I would imagine that a thought in each of your minds might go something like this. Will I be successful in life and in my profession? Throughout the years, I've come to the conclusion that a successful life and career is based upon how well we see ourselves, how well we serve people, how well we make a difference in the lives of our families, our profession, and our communities, and how well we leave the world a better place than when we entered it. The motto of the state of Arkansas is the land of opportunity. And I would invite any of you to come visit the great state of Arkansas, to consider Arkansas as your land of opportunity as you consider your post-graduation plans. And I'd leave you with this thought and this question to ponder. What am I doing to make my community, my profession, and my world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very wise words. We now have the wonderful occasion of presenting all of the class of 2024 with their white coats, and their mentors will be with them, personally selected, Dr. Rogers, Dr. Little, and Dr. Joe Taboda. So this is a really special occasion. Marina Garcia, and she will be coated by Melissa Shields, her mother. Mariona Flores, and she's coated by her sister, Daisy Flores. And Reagan Joyner is coated by Dr. Jennifer David, who is the Vet Med alumni class of 1992. Congratulations. Next is Kaylee Swenson, who is coated by Daniel Henderson, her father. Brittany Neal, and she's coated by Dr. Patrick Sexton, who is a member of the Vet Med alumni class of 97. Laura Stevens, coated by Dr. Gwen Rutkowski, who is Vet Med alumni class of 99. Lauren Little, who is coated by Dr. Travis Purcell, Vet Med class of 2008. Gabby Abbott, coated by Dr. Everett Rogers. Daniela Adams, coated by one of our own, Dr. Jennifer Soanes, Vet Med class of 2008. Elizabeth Evans, coated by Dr. Roxanne Jewell. And next, Vidi Gajar, who's coated by Hina Gajar, her mother. Bryant Trahan, coated by Betty Lambert. Annalise Alleman, who's coated by Dr. Lionel de la Hosea, who is her father and Vet Med alumni in the class of 1999. Lindsay Newton, coated by Janelle Newton, her mother. We like audience participation. Haley Tucker, who's coated by Dr. Ryan Smith, who is one of our own alumni class of 2009. Olivia Powers, who's coated by Dr. Courtney Jesse. And Jacqueline Meltzer, who's coated by Dr. Laurie Hale Mitchell. Paige Arenas, who's coated by Dr. Amanda Hoffpower, the Vet Med alumni class of 2003. Wesley Dittmar, who's coated by her mother, Millicent Dittmar. Trevor Little, who's coated by Valerie Riley, his mother. Wow, lots of fans there. Angela Lorenzo, who's coated by Dr. Joseph Taboda. Isabella Plaza, who's coated by her sister, Hannah Plaza. Hannah Delger, who's coated by Dr. Kimberly Little. Kyle Pate, who's coated by his father, Dr. Stephen Pate. Mark Gole, coated by Dr. Mark Mitchell. Kobe Na, who's coated by Dr. Charles Macaulay. Alexandra Mitchell, who's coated by a member of the Vet Med alumni class of 2019, Dr. Reagan Gonzalez. Rachel Matthey, who's coated by Dr. Werner Serra, who is a member of the alumni class of 2009. Stevie Bordelon, who is coated by Dr. Thomas Armstrong, who's a member of the alumni class of 84. Haley McCall, who's coated by Dr. Hunter Carr. Emma Jean Wilkin, who's coated by Dr. Susan Cluth. Aspen Settle, who's coated by Terry Fink, her grandmother. Erin Guillory, who's coated by one of our own, Dr. Rhett Stout, a member of the alumni class of 94. Cameron Levitt, who's coated by Dr. Mark Mitchell. Amelia Talbot, who is once again coated by Dr. Thomas Armstrong. Alexandre Brashears, who is coated by Dr. Bonnie Boudreau. Michelle Bourguignon, who is coated by Dr. Rachel Bourguignon. Christian Morgan, who's coated by Megan Morgan, his wife. Caitlin Willis, who's coated by Brenda Willis, her mother. Olivia Wells, who's coated by Dr. Mark Mitchell. Dahlia Badamo, who's coated by Dr. Nanny Wenslow. Rachel Defoe, who's coated by Dr. Rebecca Bohm, who is a member of the Vet Med alumni class of '88. Heidi Barajas, who's coated by Ernesto Barajas, her father. Emily Zamora, who's coated by Dr. Joe Taboda. Might want to remain standing there, Joe. Lee Prudhomme, who's coated by Dr. Joe Taboda. Macy Cesar, who's coated by Helen Leday, I beg your pardon, her mother. Kaylee Lemoyne, who's coated by Dr. Melissa Tackett. Taylor Regenbaum, who's coated by Dr. Jeanette Kramer. Rebecca Fuentes, who's coated by Dr. Bonnie Boudreau. Noah Black-Ocken, who is coated by Dr. Everett Rogers. Kaylee Chambers is coated by Dr. Everett Rogers. Kenesha Douglas, coated by Dr. Susan St. Pierre, who is a member of the Vet Med alumni class of '99. Natalia Sid Hernandez, who is coated by Dr. Carla Fraga in the Vet Med class of 2019. Victoria Tarkington, coated by Dr. Chris Gentry, who's a member of the alumni class of '95. Jay Reynolds, who's coated by Dr. Becky Patton-Kiefer, his mother, and a member of the alumni class of 2004. Victoria Topham, coated by Michael Topham, her father. And Shelby Parks, coated by Dr. Mark Mitchell. Brigitte Chevalier, who's coated by Dr. Ashley Davidson, a member of the alumni class of 2019. Sam Clark, coated by Dr. Rebecca Christopherson. Hannah Matuir, who's coated by John Matuir, her father. I'll agree with that. Chelsea Veltison is coated by Dr. Kimberly Little. Francis Fitz, coated by Dr. Andrew Lewis, who is a member of the alumni class of 2005. Hannah Kennedy, coated by Dr. Matt Honey, class of 2009. Kirsten Rico, who is coated by Dr. Henry Green, a member of the alumni class of 99. Yep, stand up. India Stewart, coated by none other than Henry Green. Jennifer Wyndham, who's coated by Dr. Frank Andrews. Jarimar Castro, who's coated by Dr. Joe Taboda. Nachalise Ortiz Negron, who's coated by Maritza Negron Arce, her mother. Destiny Lee, coated by Benjamin Lugo, her partner. And Tara Stepp, coated by Dr. Claire Scully. And Artem Gregg, also coated by Dr. Claire Scully. Mallory McConaughey, also coded by Dr. Claire Scully. Mary Ella Robertson, who is coded by Dr. Cesar Menck. Yeah, we like thumbs up. Ali Reno, who's coded by Stephanie Johnson. Jordan Kerlock, coded by Dr. Terry Bro, who is a member of the Vet Med alumni class of 2010. Emily Musso, coded by Dr. Rennie Poirier, who is a member of the alumni class of 88. Taylor Godwin, who is coded by Dr. Joe Taboda. And Caroline Camp, coded by Dr. Kimberly Little. Ashley Crespo, who is also coded by Dr. Kimberly Little. And Ashley Stanley, who is coded to my right to the Bacchus Ball this evening, Clayton Forbes. Madsen Davis, coded by Dr. Adriano Vata. Julia Lazo, who's coded by Dr. Leslie Burke, who is a member of the Vet Med alumni class of 2001. Lane Freeman, coded by Dr. Elise Burrow, alumni class of 2020. Christian Killis, who's coated by Dr. Bonnie Boudreau. He knows what he's doing. And Matthew Christian, who is coated by Dr. Laurie Hale Mitchell. Greg Mansfield, coated by Dr. Monica Mansfield, his mother. And Rachel Elfert, coated by Dr. Kara Eltz, her mother, and Vet Med alumni class of '95. And Melissa Courtney, coated by Danielle Hollander, her mother. Stephanie Duda, coated by Kelly Duda, her sister. And Jason Ray, coated by Jason Ray Sr., his father. Christian Fortner, coated by Dr. Mark Mitchell. Patrick Thuyer, who's coated by Dr. Alexis Kayue, who is a member of the alumni class of 2020. And next is Ashton Dupuy, coated by Dr. Christopher Ramore, a member of the alumni class of 2015. Jessica Schaumburg, coated by Kenneth Demerst, who is her grandfather. Delaney Romelio, who is coated by Dr. Stephanie Berlinski. Rose Mensier, who's coated by Dr. Everett Rogers. Cameron Howard, coated by Dr. Kimberly Little. And Alison Bell, coated by Dr. Thomas Armstrong, class of '94. Lillian Smith, coated by Dr. Mark Mitchell. Lucy Ryder, coated by Dr. Hadley Prince, class of 2007. Christian Seltz, who's coated by Sydney Hall. Cherise Raymond, coated by Dr. Charles Lee. She will. Nikki Flynn, coated by Dr. Kathleen MacArthur. And next, Vivian Johns, who's coated by Julie Johns, her mother. And next, Tiara Medina, who's coated by Dr. Pedro Olivencia. Patricia Bello, who's coated by Dr. Crizia Santos, who is a member of our last graduating class, 2022. Andrea Bance, who's coated by Andrew Poland, her brother. Carrie Stalling, coated by John Michael Stalling, her husband. Taylor Bigner, coated by Dr. Kelly Hudspeth, alumni class of '92. Peyton Tripp, coated by Madsen Tripp, her sister. Sure. Well, that concludes the white coat ceremony. This is absolutely wonderful.